What is up, guys? Justin here, Friday morning at the garage sales. It's just after 8 a.m. right now, heading over to my second sale of the morning. My first sale, there was a sale right down the street from my house that was opening way earlier than all the other ones, so I drove down there about 45 minutes ago, and for free I got this GameStop brand GameCube controller. They just gave it to me for free. So now I'm headed over to a sale that was advertising an Xbox 360 and games, and also some Wii games. That's the only lead I have for this morning. I only have 3 or 4 sales to go to this morning, so I don't think it's going to be a very big morning, but then again, I said that last week, and Friday was the score of the summer. So that worked out surprisingly well. I had to hang out at that sale for a few minutes to wait for the lady that was actually selling the game stuff to get there. But that was fine because it actually gave me some time to look through everything. They had a lot more than I was expecting, a lot more than the garage sale ad made it out to be. They had a whole Wii bundle, a whole Xbox 360 bundle, and a multiple system DS bundle. And I ended up buying the Wii bundle, the DS bundle, and a few of the 360 games for $80, which was all the money I had. I might have bought the system if I had more money on me, but even still, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I've been really trying to avoid 360 systems this summer. I don't have any luck with them, and they're really hard to do anything with. So anyway, I have like almost no money in my wallet, but we've only got one more sale to hit, so let's hope we don't find anything. So a nice little find there. It has been like 3 hours since I filmed my last clip. I've been home, I've been to the gym, and I just stopped at the ATM to get more cash, and there was a sale right around the corner, and that's where I found those couple Game Boy systems and that really bizarre looking NES Classic knockoff thing, which I don't even know what it is, but yeah, so I'm headed home again, and then on my way to work around 3, there's one more sale that's starting later in the day that I'm going to stop at. But if I don't find anything there, I mean, I'm satisfied with what I found this morning for stopping at like 3 or 4 sales. So here is Friday's pickup recap. I'll start by showing the free GameCube controller that I got from the sale at like 7:15 in the morning. But the real score of the morning was this DS, Wii, and 360 bundle here. I'll start by showing the games. Lots of little kids games in here, but some decent ones as well. You know, New Super Mario Bros., Mario Kart DS, Sonic Classic Collection, some more Mario titles for the Wii, and I think that Tiger Woods goes for a little bit on the Wii too. And then some decent 360 titles here. For the systems, white Wii system here. Had the cords in the sensor bar, but did not have any controllers, which I didn't realize while I was there, but it was cheap enough to where it's not a big deal. And 2 DS Lite systems, a blue one, got to get that sticker off, and a red one, the Crimson, I believe. A couple loose games here, nothing special. These styluses I thought were kind of cool. They resemble Sharpie markers. Both the systems had their chargers. And then she did have a 360 system as well. She was asking like $40, $50 for. I didn't have the money on me at the time to buy it, and I don't know if I would have bought it anyway, but she did sell me these 4 games here for $5 each. A little steep on, 360 games, but they're all decent titles. I think that Forza Horizon 2 goes for like $20 alone. So yeah, that was a pretty good score, $80 for everything at that sale. And I thought that was going to be it for the morning, but it was like noon, and I ended up at this sale around the corner from the ATM that I hit, and that's where I got this NES Classic knockoff system that I posted a picture of on Facebook. I paid $5 for it, and I'm kind of regretting it because when I got home I realized that it doesn't have an AC adapter with it. It's like one of those micro or those smaller USB adapters. It might even be the same one that the NES Classic uses, I'm not sure, but I probably won't be able to test it out without that. Not that I'm really dying to play this thing. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of an odd thing to find. And then also at that sale, they had a couple Game Boys, Atomic Purple Game Boy Color and an Indigo Game Boy Advance. It's kind of hard to tell on here, but the screens are pretty trash. Both of them are missing the battery covers, but I'll test them out, and if they work, I might put a few dollars into each of them and, you know, get the screens and the battery covers replaced. But even still, I mean, I paid $12 for the Game Boy lot, and just these games here are worth probably more than that. And then they had one Wii game at that sale, Super Paper Mario. They had a couple 360 games as well that I passed on, like Lego Star Wars and stuff. But yeah, like $19 for everything at that sale. So pretty decent Friday morning for only stopping at like 4 or 5 sales. Let's move on to Saturday. What is up, guys? Saturday morning, about 7:45 right now. I am so tired this morning. I had to work until just after midnight last night, so I didn't go to sleep until like 1:30 in the morning, and my alarm went off at like 7. I was just like, if I didn't have any leads today, I probably just would have stayed home because I'm that tired. I have no gas in my car, but I think there's some games to be had this morning, so let's go find them. Yikes. So I grabbed that Galactic Taz ball just because it's brand new, factory sealed. It was $3, and thinking back on it, I probably shouldn't have paid that because I only have 20s, and then like I had 5 or 6 ones in my wallet. Now I only have 3, I think, so I'm running a little low on the small bills right now. But let's just hope for a big score, I guess. So there it is. Let's hope that I don't run out of gas this morning. So this was totally random. At the last sale I stopped at, $2 for a sealed PlayStation Vita 8GB memory card. How random is that? I asked, the lady didn't know what it was, and I asked her, you know, if she had any other game stuff, and she looked at me like I was crazy because, like I said, she didn't know what this was. But yeah, I think that's a good deal. I don't know. Also grabbed some Minecraft figures for $1 there. Luckily she had change for a 20 though, so now I've got some change. Let's keep going. So my big predicament of the morning was there's a sale going on that's like just 5 minutes from my house, but it's like 5 minutes in the complete opposite direction of everything else going on this morning. And so it kind of left me in a tough spot because I was talking to the guy, not the guy having the sale, but his friend that posted the Facebook ad for him last night. And he told me that there was for sure going to be a PS2 available, possibly a Sega as well. And so the sale's not scheduled to open until 10. He told me they might be open early, but he just kind of had like that first come, first serve like attitude to him or whatever. So like I said, I'm kind of in a tough spot. I don't really know how early I should go all the way out there. It's just after 8 now. I've got like 3 more sales to hit here that are kind of close together, so might hit these and then see what time it is and think about going up there to check out that PS2 and Sega. Okay, I'm rolling the dice on 2 separate fronts right now. I'm heading to the next town over. There's a lady that has like a Wii system and a PS3 system, which I think are going to be overpriced, but she said she's selling the games for $2 each, and it looked like she had a couple decent titles. So sale started at 8. It's almost 8:30 now. Hopefully they're all still there, but also I'm a little concerned about my fuel level. I mean, it's like 8 or 10 miles to get to the next sale, and then obviously I got to come back, so I'm a little bit worried. Any other morning I'd probably just stop and get gas, but I'm in such a hurry right now that I don't want to, and I think I'll be okay. I'm pretty sure my car has a 13-gallon tank. I've let this thing run pretty low, and I've never had to put more than like 11 or 11.5 gallons into the tank, so I'm thinking I should be fine, but I'm crossing my fingers anyway. So I did grab a couple PS3 games from that sale, which I didn't get to show because they were all tied up in a bag. I'll show them in a minute here once I stop. They also had a graphing calculator there, which made the drive a little more worth it. But I have to get out of here right now because I forgot there's this huge bike race going on in my area today. like it's like a nationwide bike race. There's like 2,000 people that come for this bike race. So there's way more traffic up here than there normally would be. There's people on bikes everywhere that I was swerving between at the last sale. So I'm headed back into my town now, stopping at one sale I think on the way, and then I'm gonna go check out that, hopefully, that PS2 and Sega. So, huge score for the second week in a row. I do not even know all of what's in this box here. I just know that he was asking $20 for all of his old like Sega Genesis stuff. I saw a Sega CD system in there. There was actually 2 Genesis systems, a bunch of Genesis games, and I saw like a CD 32X game in there, an N64 game. I don't even know what I have, but for $20 I know it was an incredible deal. I actually passed on the PS2 system that he had. He was asking $20 for that as well, and it didn't have any games. The system was all beat up, and it had some like third-party controllers with it. So I passed on that. So I bought all the Sega stuff, and then I went back and spent like another 20 minutes at the sale. Everything was just dirt cheap. I got like 20 to 25 full seasons of different TV shows and stuff, DVD and Blu-ray for $1 each. I bought an acoustic guitar for $2. I bought an iPod for $2. Just super dirt cheap. And so I'm gonna go home right now. There's a couple sales up the street here that I'm gonna stop at, and then I'm gonna go home and I'll probably do another Facebook Live like I did last weekend, because I don't even know what's in here, but I just know it was an incredible deal. So here is Saturday's pickup recap. We will get to all this Sega stuff momentarily, but let's start out with this Galactic Tazball, factory sealed for the DS that I paid $3 for. Here's that Vita memory card that I got for a couple dollars. And then these PS3 games, which I'm realizing now that I never actually showed you guys earlier. These are what I drove to the next town over for. $2 each on these. Some decent titles, but was it worth the drive? I'm not sure. I did get a graphing calculator from that same sale though. But here we go. Check this out. Sega goodness that I paid $20 for. That includes all of this Sega stuff. I could not believe this. Got 2 Model 1 Sega Genesis systems, one of which is attached to a Model 2 Sega CD. It has the spacer underneath and the actual mounting plate, which I haven't seen in a long time. Here is what I got for cords and controllers. It's kind of a mess. Got some 6-button controllers here, a 3-button controller. So there was only one AC adapter in here, and it looks like the cord has been replaced, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to need 2 of these, though, to get this thing tested and working. There's an AV cord in here, and then like the actual RF cord. There's some random like PlayStation AV cords in here, like the audio mixing cables and stuff like that. But then the games, check this out. Bunch of box games here. Nothing too over the top, but I'd say most of these were complete. There was a couple that were missing manuals. This one was complete. I was real excited to get Shadowrun. I don't believe I have that for the collection yet. And then a bunch of loose cartridges as well here. Todd's Adventures in Slime World. See if Bithead 1000 watches this video. I know that's one of his favorites. And then Sega CD game. So this is actually a Sega CD 32X game, but I realize now that it says both discs included, so it's either or. It's not like the one that you'd need to, you know, have this 32X hooked up on here to play. I think either way you can play that one. Sonic CD, The Terminator, which I think is like a $60, $80 game. And Night Trap there. I don't know that I've ever had the Sega CD version of Night Trap. I've had the Sega CD 32X version before. And then this here did not have a manual or a case. I gotta find a case for this, but this one's pretty hard to find as well. I might just flip this one and buy myself a complete copy, because I don't have it yet. one lone N64 game, Rayman 2. I definitely asked the guy if he had anything else like this, Nintendo stuff, and he was very confident in saying that this was all that he had. And then just some miscellaneous stuff here. These are both empty cases. Manual for the NBA Hang Time. And then this was part of a separate deal. Quick glance at those. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I actually bought those from a sale down the street from here. But yeah, $20 for all this Sega stuff. Absolutely insane. So that's going to do it for this week's garage sale pickups. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.